'Tis the season, it is Christmas in July. All right, everybody, I am super excited about this collaboration. This is officially kicking off the fall and Christmas and Halloween DIYs that are going to be all over YouTube for the next 6 months. It is Christmas in July. This collaboration is always put on by Shannon over at the Cozy Christmas Cottage. Many of you know Shannon, of course, from the Daily DIYer, but also if you're not following her on the Cozy Christmas Cottage channel, you've got to check it out because it's so cute. She does Christmas spectacularly. Now, speaking of spectacular, there are some amazing creators that are in this collaboration. Be sure and check out that playlist that's in the description box below. That playlist is going to take you to all of these amazing creators and their videos. Definitely check out mine. Of course, like, subscribe, all of that. I'm so close to 100,000 subscribers. I am super excited, and let's get started on those DIYs. Now for this DIY, we are going to take this mirror. I grabbed this mirror at Dollar Tree. I'm going to go ahead and just flip it face down. That way the reflection isn't blinding you there. I've got some gingham ribbon here. I grabbed this from Hobby Lobby last year. I also have this candle ring. This I did pick up from Dollar Tree, and it's, again, just kind of left over from last year. And then I've also got some greenery. And this particular piece of greenery here, this did come from Hobby Lobby as well. This was on a clearance shelf, I guess, last year. I think I paid about 75 cents for it. So definitely shop for those clearance deals. I'm going to go ahead and just add some glue here onto my mirror, onto the kind of frame of the mirror, I should say. And I'm only kind of putting this where I'm going to be putting the wreath ring. So we're going to go ahead and just flip this down on top of the wreath ring. That way I get a good hold. And then if there's any drippage, honestly, on the glue, it's going to go forward, kind of away from the mirror. That way it doesn't, kind of stain my mirror. So go ahead and put a little bit of pressure on there. And when it's dry, you're going to have something that looks like this. You can kind of get away any kind of schmutz or, the glue strings or anything like that. Then we're going to go ahead and we are going to take our candle ring, and I'm going to go ahead and start separating this. Now, this plastic that this is made of, we're going to also use this ribbon. This plastic is actually really easy to cut with just a regular pair of scissors. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of snip through these. You could certainly use a wire cutter if you really had to, but honestly, this is so easy to snip through. And anytime I see these candle rings, I always grab them because they provide a lot of variety, especially when I'm doing something small like this and I only need a little bit of greenery or maybe some select pieces. This is a super easy way to do that. Go ahead and get rid of that candle ring there. And then for the pine cones and the greenery pieces and everything, I'm just going to go ahead and just start gluing these right to the wreath form. And you can kind of stack, you can kind of play around with your leaves, you can play around with the berries. Of course, if you have any other florals, you could certainly use them. I actually don't have a lot of Christmas florals right now in my stash. I used all of my Christmas florals last year. I can't say florals right now. So we're going to go ahead and just snip down the stems that might be on those. And then we're going to go ahead and just glue that down. And then also for the pine cones, there's a little stem on there, but you can literally just pop that right off. Then we're going to add some glue to that as well. And we are just going to stick that down right in the middle of our holly leaves there. And then just start adding your embellishments. You're going to add the embellishments and things onto your wreath, just kind of that are appealing to you and pleasing to the eye. I am going to leave that bottom part open on my wreath because that is where I'm going to put my bow that I'm going to be tying with that gingham ribbon. Now I'm just going to do some really simple bows here. I call these like shoelace bows. It just kind of reminds me of like a bow you might make when you're tying your shoe. And for these, I'm actually going to make one that's a little bit larger and then one that's a little bit smaller. And we're going to just glue them on top of each other. And when you've got this all done, this looks absolutely adorable. I think this is perfect for the holidays. And what I really love about this is that it's perfect for that transition period between like Thanksgiving and Christmas, but then can also carry you in through the new year. Now for this next DIY, I'm going to take 3 of these frames that I picked up from Dollar Tree. These are 4x4. I love the gold, and I also love this kind of ivory color. I also have some scrapbook paper that I picked up. I believe I picked this up either at Michael's or Hobby Lobby. I'm not sure. I've definitely had it for a while. And then I have these antlers, and I was going to either go with the gold or this ivory color. Not really sure. It's really going to depend on the scrapbook paper that I use. So we're going to go ahead and push our frames out of the way, and then what's really cool about the scrapbook paper is there is tons of variety. I mean, even look at this gold one right from the beginning, right? This green and pine cone and gold. This could be really, really pretty in there. And then if you were to add like these gold glittery kind of antlers, that could be really pretty there. Now, I didn't want to add the gold ones because they were kind of glittery, and I don't know, there was just something about them that I just didn't really like. And as you can see, when you're kind of flipping through this book, there are tons of options here. Anytime I can grab these, especially if I can grab them on sale, I love to get these books because they provide so much variety. They're so fun to use for all kinds of different projects. Now, I really liked this very simple green. It says Merry Christmas on there, and I think I'm going to go with that. But just so you guys see, look at the variety. This plaid would have been really, really beautiful here. There's some stripes. I mean, there's all kinds of different beautiful Christmas patterns that you could definitely use here. Now, the scrapbook paper that I'm using is large enough that I can get all 3 of the frames kind of completed here. So I'm going to use the backing for one of these frames, and we're just going to go ahead and trace around it. And then after I've done that and I've got 3 of them, then I'm going to go ahead and just take my scissors and cut those and trim those to fit inside of the frames. Very, very easy. And you'll have 3 frames or 4 frames, just depending on how many frames you want to do for your particular DIY. Now it's time to go ahead and take the antlers, and we're going to just glue these directly down to the glass. Now, they wouldn't fit obviously behind the glass, but this is kind of a cool way. Just kind of take the antlers, and wherever the touch points are for the glass, go ahead and just add your hot glue, and then you're going to glue these down to the frame itself, just like this. And when you're done, you've got a really, really decorative, cute accent. You could use this on a bookshelf. You could also use this on the wall. So many cute ideas, and obviously you could do this with any size frame that you find. So this next DIY is so easy. You're going to grab one of these waste baskets that you can get from Dollar Tree. I saw this DIY on the TikTok and just thought this was amazing. You're literally going to just squeeze together the bottom part of the waste basket until you've got a shape that kind of reminds you of like an urn or like a vase or something like that. You're going to go ahead and just kind of play around with the center there. You're going to make sure that this is as round as it can be. You could certainly add a round Dollar Tree vase inside of this if you really wanted to. What's so cool about this too is that it gives you a lot of different variety and a lot of different uses. I think the creator on TikTok that did this used this for their K-cups, and I've seen this for a lot of different things too. But I'm also thinking, like, what if you put a round Dollar Tree vase on the inside, and then you put some candles in there, or you filled this with some florals? You could probably put one of those Dollar Tree foam rings in there, and then just start filling this up with flowers. You could keep it very simple and just have the candle in there alone. There's so many really cool things that you can do with this. And once you've kind of played around with it and shaped it up, you've got something that is super, super adorable and really good for almost any season at all. I really, really like this a lot. Now this next DIY, I grabbed this glass block. This was from Goodwill. It was $7.09. That seems to be the going price at my Goodwill lately. And we're going to go ahead and just remove this sticker. Thankfully, it did come off of this block pretty easily, but the block is actually pretty dirty. And by the way, there's a hole in the back of this, and you'll see what we're going to do with this. So I did clean the glass, and then I did wipe it down with some alcohol. And I took my Cricut and created this really cool kind of decal that I wanted to stick on here. And you could actually free paint this if you wanted to. There's a lot of different ways that you can do this. We're going to go ahead and just add our decal to our glass block. You're going to just measure that out, make sure it's the right size for the glass block. You can pick these glass blocks up, by the way, at Home Depot, and it wouldn't surprise me if they're about the same prices that I paid for this one, but it was super convenient. I didn't have to go to Home Depot. And now we're going to just go ahead and feed in some string lights. These are just the typical string lights that you can get at Dollar Tree. And when you are done with all of this, you've got the cutest accent light. Look how beautiful this is. I love this so much. This is such an easy DIY. You could certainly put this on a bookshelf. You could also put this outside. This is what it looks like when the lights are dimmed. How beautiful is this, and how easy was this? Now, this next DIY is a fun one as well. I found this sign, and it says family on one side and then welcome on the other. And I've had this in my stash for a little while. I'm going to go ahead and just separate it from the holder there. And then we're going to take this and we're going to use some chalk paint, and we are just going to completely cover this in white chalk paint. Now, I'm a traditionalist when it comes to Christmas. I like red, I like white, I like green, and I've kind of gotten to some of the black and white that you see in a lot of Christmas decor now. So we're going to go ahead and use that, and we're going to go ahead and add just a couple coats of chalk paint onto each side of this. And while I'm kind of doing this, let me kind of reiterate that if you're not a subscriber, or even if you think you're a subscriber right now, please go ahead and either hit that subscribe button and hang out with me for some future videos. Or if you are a follower of mine and you've been with me for a while, you're an OG, just double check and make sure that you are still following me and that you're subscribed to the channel. Y'all, I am so close to hitting 100,000 subscribers. I am so excited, and I feel like it's going to happen before the end of the year. This has been such a milestone for me, and something that I have been really working hard to. You guys know that I left my full-time job, and this is just kind of one of those milestones that I'm so excited to hit. And trust me, when I get that silver plaque with that 100,000 subscriber kind of note from YouTube, I am going to frame it. It's going to be in my display, and it's going to be amazing. Now, back to the painting here. I went ahead and just did the couple coats on each side of this. And then I am going to go ahead and paint the sides as well. I want the sign to be completely white. I went to my Cricut again. This is the Cricut Joy Extra, by the way. And I created just some very simple lettering for this because I kind of wanted a sign that I could use for Happy New Year and have this again for the new year. Now, it started to stick before I was ready to make it stick. And that's the way the gods wanted it. So it's not exactly perfectly straight, but it's close. But, you know, again, what is straight in my life? Then I've got the Christmas side. This did say Merry Christmas, by the way, but when I was weeding it, I actually tore the Merry. So now we're just going to be Christmas. But what's really cool about this, and if you remember how the sign was originally, it was on two different sides. So now we've got Christmas on one side and Happy New Year on the other. So this is a decor piece that can last through the holidays, and something that looks so, so cute on a bookshelf. Again, very, very simple, very traditional colors, and perfect for the holidays in my eyes. I absolutely love this one.